Right now, as you're watching this, about 86 billion neurons inside your head are firing. Tiny electrical storms, silent chemical reactions, constant calculations, and the strangest part? You're not controlling most of it. That 3-pound organ inside your skull is controlling you. Your thoughts, your fears, your dreams, your personality, your reality. Welcome to Sure Truth TV. Tonight, we are diving deep into the most powerful object in the known universe, the human brain. The brain weighs only about 3 pounds, but it consumes around 20% of your body's energy. Why? Because it never truly turns off. Even when you sleep, even when you think you're doing nothing, your brain is working harder than you realize. It processes every sound you hear, every face you recognize, every memory you store, every emotion you feel. And here's the twist. Everything you call reality is simply your brain's interpretation of signals. You're not seeing the world directly. You're seeing what your brain decides is real. Let that sink in. Inside your brain are billions of nerve cells called neurons. They communicate through electrical impulses. When you think a thought, it's not magic. It's electricity neurons fire. They release chemicals called neurotransmitters. Signals jump across tiny gaps called synapses. That's how you move your hand, remember your name, feel embarrassment, fall in love. Your entire personality is patterns of electrical activity. Here's something even more powerful. The more you repeat a thought, the stronger that neural pathway becomes. That means you are literally wiring your brain with your habits. Think negative thoughts repeatedly. You strengthen negativity. Practice confidence. You strengthen confidence. Your brain rewires itself. This is called neuroplasticity, and it means your brain is never truly finished. Your brain isn't one simple mass. It's divided into specialized regions. Frontal lobe, this is your decision maker. Planning, logic. Self-control, when you resist temptation, thank your frontal lobe amygdala. This is your fear center. It reacts before you consciously think. See something that looks like a snake? Your amygdala activates instantly. Only later does your rational brain say, oh, it's just a rope. Fear is fast. Logic is slower. Hippocampus, this is your memory builder. It decides what gets stored long term. Without it, you can't form new memories. Imagine living in an eternal present. That's what happens when this part is damaged. Here's the big question. If different parts control different functions, then who is you? Are you your memories, your emotions, your decisions, or just the combination of them? Stay with me, because this gets deeper. You might think your personality is fixed, but it's not. It's shaped by genetics, childhood experiences, trauma, habits, social environment. Every experience slightly reshapes your neural connections. For example, if a child grows up in fear, their amygdala becomes more reactive. If someone practices gratitude daily, their brain strengthens positive emotional circuits. That means your past shaped your brain, but your future thoughts can reshape it. You are both the product and the programmer. When you sleep, your brain doesn't shut down. In fact, it becomes highly active. During deep sleep, the brain clears toxins. It strengthens important memories. IT reorganizes information. Dreams, they may be your brain processing emotions. Some scientists believe dreams help regulate mental balance. So when you skip sleep, you're not just tired, you're interfering with brain maintenance. And that affects mood, focus, memory, emotional control. Sleep isn't weakness. It's brain survival. Let's talk about dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter linked to pleasure and reward. When you eat sugar, scroll social media, win a game, get compliments, dopamine spikes. But here's the danger. If dopamine spikes too often, your brain adapts. IT reduces sensitivity. Now you need more stimulation to feel the same reward. That's how addiction begins. The brain isn't evil. It's adaptive, but sometimes adaptation works against you. Understanding this gives you power, because awareness lets you interrupt the cycle. Brain injuries can completely alter personality. There have been cases where calm people became aggressive, kind individuals became impulsive, responsible adults lost all inhibition. Damage to certain areas changes behavior. This proves something profound: your identity is biological. Who you are depends on brain structure and chemistry, which leads to a powerful question: how much of free will do we truly have? Studies suggest your brain makes decisions milliseconds before you become aware of them. Meaning, your brain decides, then you feel like you decided. Consciousness may be the narrator, not always the initiator. That doesn't mean you're powerless. It means your subconscious mind is incredibly active. Most of your life runs on autopilot. Habits, reactions, emotional triggers, which means if you want to change your life, you must change your brain patterns. And that takes repetition. If you're still watching, comment mind over matter. Because that phrase isn't just motivational, it's biological. Your brain literally changes based on what you repeatedly think, feel, and practice. And here's something most people don't realize. The brain you have today is not the same brain you had 5 years ago. It has physically reshaped itself. New neural connections, old ones weakened. Some completely erased. You are not mentally static. You are constantly under construction. Now let's go deeper. Because what we're about to talk about might completely change how you see yourself. Nearly 40 to 50% of your daily actions are habits. Not conscious decisions, habits. Your brain loves habits because they save energy. The basal ganglia, a deep brain structure, stores repetitive behaviors so your frontal lobe doesn't have to work as hard. That's why you can drive home and barely remember the trip. You can brush your teeth while thinking about something else. You can scroll your phone without realizing how long you've been doing it. Your brain automates what you repeat. Now here's the powerful part. If you repeat negativity, procrastination, self-doubt, your brain automates those too. But if you repeat discipline, gratitude, focus, those also become automatic. Your brain doesn't judge, it adapts. So the question isn't, why am I like this? The better question is, what have I trained my brain to repeat? Let's talk about memory. Most people think memory is like a video recording, it's not. Memory is reconstruction. Every time you recall an event, your brain slightly rewrites it. That means your past is not perfectly preserved. It's edited, adjusted, emotionally filtered. This explains why two people can experience the same event and remember it completely differently. Your brain fills in gaps, it emphasizes emotion. It deletes details it doesn't consider important. So when you think, that's exactly how it happened, your brain might disagree. Reality isn't just perceived in the present, it's reshaped in the past. When you're stressed, your brain shifts into survival mode. Cortisol levels rise. The amygdala becomes hyperactive. The frontal lobe, your logical center, becomes less dominant. This is why during intense fear or anger, you say things you later regret. Because in that moment, your survival brain overpowered your rational brain. Chronic stress can even shrink parts of the hippocampus, the memory center. That's why long-term stress affects learning and emotional control. Your brain was designed for short bursts of danger, not 24/7 modern stress. Understanding this gives you power, because calming your nervous system isn't weakness, it's brain maintenance. Now let's talk about something modern. Social media. Every notification, every like, every scroll triggers dopamine. Your brain begins to crave novelty, short bursts of stimulation, fast information. Over time, this can reduce attention span. Your brain adapts to rapid reward cycles. That's why long tasks feel harder now. Your brain has been trained for quick hits. But here's the hopeful part. Neuroplasticity works both ways. Reduce overstimulation, practice focus, read longer content, meditate, and your attention span can grow again. Your brain is trainable at any age. Let's clear up a few myths. Myth 1. You only use 10% of your brain. False. Brain scans show activity across nearly all regions daily. Myth 2. Left brain people are logical, right brain people are creative. Oversimplified, both hemispheres constantly communicate. Myth 3. Intelligence is fixed. Wrong. Learning physically changes neural pathways. Your brain grows with challenge. That's why struggle isn't proof of failure. It's proof of growth in progress. Now we reach the deeper question. If your personality is brain chemistry, if your decisions are influenced by subconscious firing, if habits run automatically, do you truly have free will? Science suggests this. Your brain prepares actions milliseconds before you consciously decide. But consciousness still has influence. Think of it like this. Your subconscious suggests. Your conscious mind approves or redirects. You may not control every impulse, but you can train the system over time. Free will may not be absolute, but influence is powerful, and that's enough. Everything you fear, everything you love, every dream you chase, exists inside neural activity. The universe you experience lives inside your skull. Change your thoughts long enough, and you change your wiring. Change your wiring long enough, and you change your life. That's not motivation, that's biology. Your brain is not your enemy, it's your instrument. And like any instrument, it plays whatever song you practice. Inside your head is the most complex structure in the known universe. More connections than stars in our galaxy. More electrical activity than any computer ever built. And it's been shaping your reality since the day you were born. Now you understand something most people never truly consider. You are not just living life. You are interpreting it through 86 billion neurons. If this opened your mind even a little, subscribe to Sure Truth TV. Because here, we don't just study the human body, we uncover the truth inside it. And the next time you think a thought, remember, your brain is listening. I'll see you in the next exploration.